Liang Wenbo breaks off, and he'll be hoping it's not his last break off in this match, but he'd have to produce something very special to keep things going. And that's something a bit special there, dropping that in. And if he cuts the black in, as we show you this terrific cueing to knock that in, this will open things up here. Early chance for the world number one.
8.
Yeah, you said Liang would be hoping it would be his last, wouldn't be his last break-off shot, maybe his last actual shot
that
he's just played. Trump is, as you would expect, being world number one, and the amount of tournaments he's won, so good at closing matches out.
$60. $70.
It's a very rare occurrence these days that Judd Trump wins a match without making a century break. He hasn't so far in this one.
25.
Judd Trump and Neil Robertson have both started off this season in incredible century-making form. It's going to be interesting to see out the two of them who makes the most over the season. Might be surprised if they didn't have a little private battle going on in that respect. Missed the main bunch. It's 5 reds, 5 blacks. He's still got a red they can play to get on the black.
40.
Just too much topspin. You see the cue ball arc. There's so much fizz in the cue ball. Brilliant shot. And of course, talking about Neil Robertson and Judd Trump, they're the only two players that have made 100 century breaks in a single season.
Yeah, he's on 33 centuries already for this season.
48.
Plenty of tournaments to go at.
49.
Meanwhile, he's keeping himself on the black. Now, this is the change of plan. The pink's the easier one, but we know Judd does like to have a go for maximums. Unlucky. Or is he? Can he get through to the potting angle of the red at the back of the little bunch?
56.
Yeah, I think he can pot it. Can he stay on the black? I think that's why he's shaking his head. I think he can just put a trace on the right-hand side on the cue ball. He's looking where the path of the cue ball, what it's going to be. He can possibly play for pink to right middle if he judges the cannon right. Just looking to see there. I think he wants to be able to play for the black. I don't know if he can play it with topspin and follow the cue ball through. He could do. What a shot.
57.
Okay, disappointment. He's pushed the red to the left cushion, but he's still on blacks. Well, after the match we've had, Dennis, a lot of it being very scrappy. What a way to close it out this would be.
Yeah, you wouldn't put it past him, would you?
64. $65.
Mind you, we've had 2 maximums in this year's UK Championship. Kyron Wilson and Stuart Bingham. The standard has been so high this year.
Well, this red wins the match, but
72.
I think we all know what's on Judd Trump's mind here. Okay, that red on the left cushion is a left-hander, so it's not as awkward as it would have been if it was on the right side cushion.
He's made 5 maximums in his illustrious career.
8.
I think the fact that that red is actually
18.
looks like it's tight on the cushion, I think he'll leave it there. I don't think he'll play any cannons. If it was slightly off the cushion, I think he'd try and bring it out.
88.
I'm just thinking in a few shots' time, if he could leave himself on the red that's near the middle pocket in such a way he could pop that and maybe bring the red out and stay on the black. That's a possibility.
$89.
Yeah, I suppose the only drawback in that shot is if you take the red and leave the cue ball jammed to the side cushion. But that's definitely an option. You've got a nice angle in the black here. He could possibly try, and if he doesn't get the cannon, he might still be on the red that's near the middle pocket.
Just planning his route to a possible maximum break, working it out in his mind.
He's tempted because he knows he's got such a good angle on the black.
And would you believe it? He thought about it,
89.
decided to cannon it out and took his eye
Frame
off the
on
pot.
the match.
But in the end, you'd have to say the world number one. It's been very comfortable for him. Liang Wenbo has had his chances, didn't take them this afternoon. You can't do that against the world number one. And Judd Trump takes the match in the end very comfortably, a 6-1 winner.